Hello everybody and welcome to the first ever iRacing video on the channel here today. We're doing the truck series here at Kentucky Speedway. I've done a few truck races so far, but this is obviously the first one I'm recording. We had the actual Gary Owen paint scheme on the truck thanks to a subscriber, Vixen, from the Discord. And coincidentally, I got into this race with my Nitro teammate of Matt O'Brien there. As you guys know him in the 20 car in the Nitro Racing League, and he actually qualified one spot in front of me here. This was at this point my best qualifying effort here in the truck series so far, as we get right into the action here in the truck series in Kentucky for the very first iRacing debut on the YouTube channel as we were underway. Now I had like the little toolbar here on the screen. I should have had that taken off, but I did not, so apologies for that now as we would be underway there here in Kentucky. It was only 40 laps, so not a whole lot of time here in the trucks, but I'm very close, I should say, to getting to the B class, so you guys are going to see Xfinity content as well on the channel very soon, and then hopefully soon after that we'll get some Cup Series content on the channel therefore after. Now as we came through down into turn 3 there, you see Matt at this point now a few laps later on lap 2, right in front of myself actually. As we went down into turn 3, we already though got a caution for the first time here today so far in Kentucky, so we would get ready for a restart. We only had one set of tires, none of us really came in to put any on. Now as we would get right back into the action, I also have to say thanks to Matt in general. He's done a lot to help me so far get better here in iRacing, but it was a terrible restart here as the inside lane did not go at all on the restart. But just trying to settle in here. The goal was to really save the tires early on here in this race now, as the first problem I was having when I got into trucks is I was overusing my tires early on in the run, and then that meant in the long run I had absolutely nothing for anybody. So I've gotten a lot better at that as well. I'm learning the same thing in the Xfinity series. I've done like 2 Xfinity races so far, and they've gone half decent. One of them was an absolute nightmare though. Now as we come through right behind that 8 truck there as we go down towards the turns 1, so P8 or P9 sorry, at this point here as we went down into turns 1 there, you see the 8 truck on the outside. Now as I was, like I said, playing it pretty easy, making sure I saved my tires so we didn't get ourselves worn out already, and then that would obviously mean for the rest of the race we would just be falling backwards, and we don't want that happening. Now as we go down into turns 3, even in this race I was still in the learning process, as I was definitely driving a little bit too hard, as I was told by some other people. But I would, like I said, improve at that. You're going to see that in the future, I think. Now, as it came through, though, a little bit later now on lap 10, you see some 3-wide racing there. You see Matt here right in front of me in the number 3 truck as we go down into turns 1. Just kind of a big pack right here at this point after just 10 laps now. As I was just trying to make sure I didn't make any silly mistakes here and get involved in something now as we had that truck on our inside, but we would get clear and get back down to the bottom now as I had dropped, though, to P11 as we came to just 25 to go already now as we go down into turns 1 on the outside of the 8 truck. I go way up the track there trying to avoid him, as I was not expecting him to be so slow there through the center of the corner. Then I just try to get to his outside down the back straightaway side by side as we go down into turns 3. It looks like he had maybe used his tires up quite a bit here, because he was sending it into the corner and then he was just sliding up, as you can see there, as we clear him out of turns 4. So we climbed up to P10, got back to Matt again, who was in P9 now with just 21 laps to go, as he's going to look to the inside of that white truck down the back straightaway here as we go down into turns 3. Now the 15 all the way to the top. Maybe we can climb up to P9 now as we come through the center of the corner. You can see here I was still driving it in way too hard compared to the other drivers right now as we come through out of turns 4, heading down the front stretch, just kind of chilling behind Matt. Then the 15 would actually get to the outside wall, and that would allow me to get past him and take over the 9th position as I went down into turns 3. Matt still just in front of myself, as it was the leader actually kind of pulling away now as we came to 18 laps to go, trying to get to the outside now of the 18 truck through turns 1 and 2, and we would be able to do exactly that now as we came through the center of the corner though. But I get tight and actually hit the outside wall there and get a 0x out of it, but still picked up a little bit of damage as we went down into turn 3, losing a few spots because of that. Just a simple mistake on my part there as they were beginning together right up in front of us now as we came through out of turns 4 now, as everything's kind of turning into a mess in front of us now as we have the 7 on our inside. They might be going 3, maybe even 4 wide here as we go down towards turns 1, and then they come together in front of us. There goes Matt and the 15 as there's a crash as we go down into turns 1. F in the chat or in the comment section there for Matt, as he just kind of got squeezed together with that 15. They went crashing. We would actually have to let Matt by, but we would come to the pit lane here for the first time in this race, and there was only 16 laps to go at this point, so the goal here was to just come in, put 4 tires on. Obviously, like I said, not many laps to go, so we don't want to save our tires anymore. But Matt had some damage to repair. I myself also have some damage to repair from that wall hit you guys saw earlier there in this race now as we go towards our pit box now. So we're going to get into the pit stall and to see what the timer was now as I actually got into the pit stall without sliding through. I've slid through my pit stall quite a few times so far, but it's 25 seconds of optional repair, so I decided we were not going to do it all and really only do maybe a few seconds. Now as they put the tires on the left side, I stay in the box for like a second and then I decide we're just going to go. So we get up to the pace speed and we were like P10 going into the pit lane or something like that, and we would get ready though to go green from I guess what P10 now here with only 12 laps to go. So this sets up for a pretty late race dash here in Kentucky now as we're ready to go green. Certainly I always thought the leaders were going to go as soon as the pace car pulled off, but they actually seemed to wait till the restart zone, which is pretty nice now as I actually get into the back of the truck in front of me there as we go green there as he was laying way back like a hippopotamus that had no legs, and unfortunately I got into him as we go down towards turns 1 and I damaged the front end a little bit there. I didn't think I damaged it much, but it was enough to notice a difference in the speed or just the handling of the truck, so definitely damaged it enough to slow us down a little bit here as we go down the back straightaway now. At this point, just 11 laps to go as we did drop down a few spots on that restart because the outside lane did not go, and especially the guy in front of me now as they're wrecking in front of us again now as we come through out of turns 4. The caution is out. The discount tire car went spinning on the exit of turns 4, so we would have to get right back ready for another restart here in Kentucky. Unfortunate for that dude there. I think he was in second place when he got turned, so we would, like I said, get ready to go back green now as I got my Spotify on the screen. I've got I don't know if I can actually take that down, but it disappears anyway now as we would get ready here from P11. This would give us only 5 laps to go here, so really just trying to hang on, hopefully maybe get a top 10 out of it, at least a top 15 now as we're ready to go green here behind the number 8 now as we are once again underway. Once again though, a bit of a slow restart. This time that was on me, it wasn't the guy in front of me that slowed me down, so just I kind of got caught sleeping to say the least now as it's only 5 laps to go here in Kentucky. The 15 on the outside of me, he was the one that got in that crash earlier with our friend Matt now as we come through turns 1 and turns 2 now as we exit the corner heading down this back straightaway side by side with him, hoping I could clear him down into turns 3. That was the main goal now as we would clear him for the position there as we go into the corner, so we would hold on to P11 or P12 it was now as we came through out of turns 4, but I just did not have the speed anymore in the truck due to I at least felt it was the damage that kept me slower because I knew earlier in the race we had more speed and we have fresh tires still, so I was very confident that I just picked up too much damage there as we are indeed in P11 as we came through turns 1 and 2, and Matt had actually gotten close to me now as this was only just 2 to go at this point. He gets to the inside of me as I got really wide out of turns 2 as we go down into turns 3 side by side with him. I want to put the pressure on him and try to pin him down as we come through turns 3 and turns 4. The A truck in front of us slipping and sliding around, but he hangs on to it now as we come through to the final lap here in Kentucky side by side with Matt, our Nitro Racing teammate now as we go down towards turns 1. He had a fast truck and he proves it as he goes by me as we go down into turns 1 here on the white flag as I just had nothing for him. Like I said, the truck just felt so off here in this final little stint now as we go down the back straightaway for the final time. He's closing in on the next group of trucks as we go down into turns 3, but I don't think he's going to have enough now as we send it in ourselves, but I just couldn't push like I wanted to here as we come through out of turns 4 though. It is still going to at least be a solid finish here of P12 in Kentucky, just behind Matt there in the number 3. So I definitely think we had top 10 speed, just didn't quite work out for us there now, and hopefully in the next race we will have some better luck now, as actually in the next race I can confirm we got in the same lobby again with Matt, so you guys will see the next one as well soon on the channel now, as I want to post a lot of this pretty often. I would love to post iRacing right up there with the NASCAR Heat Series and keep it pretty consistent. But as always, if you guys enjoyed what you saw, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, comment. I would like to know what you guys think so far. I'm going to link Matt's channel in the description and the comment section. Definitely check him out. He's trying to do the same thing I'm doing here on YouTube. But I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, everybody, and have yourselves a great day.